everyone, meet me again today. A few days back I showed to you how to prepare how to make the single crochet. Okay, you may check on my video list how to make single crochet if you already forget. And then today I'm going to show it to you the half double crochet. If you compare between the two of them, single crochet and then half double crochet, the half double crochet having a slightly more texture compared to the single crochet, and then the size is slightly taller compared to the single crochet as well. And then these both stitch common use for any crochet project, so you need to practice how to do single crochet and then how to do the half double crochet to be more familiar. Okay, let's get ready and grab your yarn, and then we will do the slip knot first. Okay, grab your yarn, pull it around 2 times, grab the back to the front, and then grab again to down, and then insert your hook. Okay, and then you start making the chains. I'm still using the hook number 3.5, and then today for this tutorial I'm going to do chains of 15. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Remember the single crochet, you don't do the stitch from the first loop, but you do the stitch to the second one. Now for the half double crochet, you have to skip one loop and second loop, so you start working from the third loop from the hook. So you have to skip this one, that one, and then you start working to the third loop. Okay, so how to do the half double crochet is you need to grab your yarn, make the loop for 1, so there are 2 on your hook, and then insert your hook to the third chains from the hook, and then grab your yarn again and make sure you have the 3 loops on your hook, and then pull it through all together. So this is your first half double crochet. Okay, again grab your yarn, make sure you have the 2 loops on the hook, and then insert your hook to the next stitch, grab your yarn, make sure you have the 3 loops, and then put it through all together. Okay, and you may repeat the process until the end. Okay, all across. Grab your yarn, you have the 2 loops, insert your hook to the next stitch, pull it through, make sure you have the 3 loops on the hooks, and then pull it through Okay, and continue doing so until the end, the last stitch. So I will repeat again for the last 2 stitches. Grab your yarn, make sure you have the 2 loops on the hook, and then insert your hook to the chain. Grab another yarn, and then make sure you have the 3 loop, okay, on the hook, and then pull it through all together. Sorry, that one. I repeat, grab your yarn, make sure you have the 2 loop, insert your hook to the stitch, and then pull it through, and then make sure you have the 3 loop, and then pull it through, okay. And the last one, again the same, grab your yarn, insert the hook, make sure you have the 3 loop, okay, and then pull it through. So this is your first row of half double crochet, okay. So if you want to make sure that you do it right, you have to count that your stitch have 14 stitch in total. You remember that this is the 2 chains from the beginning that we have skipped, so you count it as 1, and then this is the second, the third, number 4, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So from the 15 chains that we started, now it's becoming 14 stitch of half double crochet. To make sure that your rows work straight in line from the beginning until the end, both sides, left and then the right. So make sure whatever the numbers of the you started, it's always equal to each row. So if you started with the 15 chains, and then because you have skip depend on the type of the stitch you do, single crochet, half double crochet, and then for this tutorial half double crochet you have skipped the 2 chains from the hook. So at the end result you will have the 14 half double crochet. So if the first row are 14 half double crochet, so make sure the second row, the third row, and so on, all of them having the same 14 stitch. Only then you know that, and then sure that you do it right, and then the result of the edging, it will be straight both sides, okay. So how to continue to the next row? If I want to have several rows like this, how to increase it? So what I need to do, or what you need to do, is to chains. So you have done for the last stitch, and then now you have to increase chains 2. While for the single crochet you only chain 1, now half double crochet you need to chain 2 in each beginning. Okay, and then flip it over or turn your work. So this, you are working on the wrong side at the moment. So since the 2 chain is counted as the stitch, so I will not do the half double crochet in this chain, but I will do right next to it. Okay, so grab your yarn, insert your hook to this next stitch, not on the beginning, and then the second one. Okay, and then pull it through all together. Second one, again pull it through all together. So basically the first 2 chains on the beginning is counted as a half double crochet. So this is the first, and then this is the second, and then this is the third. Okay, we will count it again once I'm done with all across. We want to make sure that we have 14 stitch. Grab your yarn, pull it through, grab your yarn, pull it through all together, and continue so on. Okay, so this is the last 2 stitch. I will insert my hook to that part, to this stitch, and then you remember that this is the first 2 stitches that we have started. So this is the first and then second, so I will insert my hook to the top. Okay, through here. So that is my second row completed. So if I may count it again, I'll show it to you. Like, this is the first one. Okay, remember that we did the chain 2 on the beginning, and then on the top of it will be counted. So this one will be counted as the first stitch, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So in total we have 14 stitch, the same as the first row, meaning that we did right. 14 stitch on the first row, and then 14 stitch on the second row, and then you will keep continue doing so until you have several rows, or depend on the which project that you would like to do. Okay, I will do 2 more rows, then you will see the difference. Chain 2, turn, and then you skip the first stitch and then straight to the second stitch, like that, and then pull it through all together, and then repeat. All across. and over, and then pull it through. So make sure that you have 3 loops on the hook and then pull it through all together. And I will be the end now. Remember, you have chains 2 on the beginning, so you need to do the stitch on the top of it here, not here, because you count it as 1 and then 2. It's always on the top of chains, so here. Okay, pull it through. So now you have the 3rd rows. Okay, I will continue 1 more rows, then we will see the difference. Again, skip the first and then go to the second. So I'll continue doing so until the last stitch. And I will remind you how to do the fasten up. Again, remember that the first 2 stitches that we do, the first 2 chains that we do, and then always do 1 stitch here on the top. Okay, so most of the beginner will how do you call it, sometimes they don't really count and then not really pay attention, so when you see the last one and then you think that it's already done. However, and then you will start realizing the more you do, and then your line is no longer straight. So here on the beginning is larger and then smaller, like that. It's because you forgotten to add another 1 stitch on the top of the beginning 2 stitch. So you do the last stitch there and then pull it all together, and then to fasten up, so you just chain 1 and then cut your yarn, and then put it through like that, and then tighten up. Okay, so you are done with the half double crochet. And again, you want to make sure that you do it right, so you count it again, the stitch, and make sure you have 14 stitches on the last row. So if you're counting it here as number 1, because this is chains 1 and 2, so this is number 1, and this is number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so you still have the 14 stitch in the 3rd row. So you know that you do it right when all the numbers are the same, equal. Okay, so this is how the half double crochet look like. You can start making your simple scarf or coaster, square coaster, or placemat, using this stitch, or even start doing your simple project with the single crochet. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and then you may post your creation or your practice on my channel, or you can send me email as well of your, or post it on my Facebook page as well. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you again. Bye.